Okay, so I'm just going to give it to you straight. Okay? Um, there's going to be no there's going to be no multiplayer in The Last of Us Part 2. Okay? That's it. Okay, you had that Amelia, what her name is, the lead game designer of The Last of Us Part 2, Amelia Shatner. Okay, you had this chick saying, look, she looked us straight in the eye and said, look, you ain't getting no multiplayer. So deal with it. You ain't getting no multiplayer, that's it. I'm just like, the cheek. The cheek. This chick said, she looked us straight in the eye and said, you ain't getting nothing. You're getting a single player, and that's it. This is crazy. I'm just like this woman. Look, I'm not going to call her any names, okay? But, She shouldn't have said that. Okay, right, and then you had another Naughty Dog game developer, somebody, I don't know his name, but he was like trying to butter us up, being like, oh look, we understand the community and we're doing all of this great things about the single player. Look, no one cares. Okay, we don't care about your excuses. Okay, we just need you to put the multiplayer back in. Can you put the multiplayer back in? Because we know, okay, we know that Naughty Dog was planning on doing a multiplayer. They were even asking, I'm pretty sure, and I think, and I remember too, them asking for people that know, people that have worked on online multiplayer. If they were hiring, right? They were hiring for more multiplayer game designers to come in and to help them. So with that, you knew that at some point in time they were doing the multiplayer. They were, like, definitely. But somewhere down the track, they cut it. I don't know why. Well, I mean, they told us why, but I'm just like, look, the first one had a good story. You know what I'm saying? It had a great story and a great multiplayer. So for the second one, for them to say that, oh, we want to focus on the multiplayer, we want to focus on the single player, like, exclusively, and we're not bothered with the multiplayer, we're not bothered. Like, that for me is just like, I don't know, because look, I've been, look, if you're watching this and you're wondering why people are so distraught about there being no multiplayer in The Last of Us Part 2, you clearly haven't played the multiplayer for The Last of Us. Okay, if you've played the multiplayer for The Last of Us, then you know that multiplayer is really bloody good. It's a really, really good multiplayer. It's basic. It's like there isn't many things to it. It's just a basic map, 4v4, gun on gun. It's a great multiplayer, and it still is a great multiplayer, right? And if you haven't played the multiplayer, look, the servers are still up, right? You can go grab the game. It's like cheap as. You can get The Last of Us Remastered, right, for cheap as. Go play the multiplayer. The servers are still up, and there are people that are still playing it to this day. You've got people that are ranked 847, 700, and you got these people playing The Last of Us multiplayer. They've got ridiculous ranking. Like, their rank is ridiculous. Like, that they play no other game than The Last of Us. That right there should tell you that people still play The Last of Us multiplayer to this day, 2019, to this day. Like, that's, like, so for them to say that we're just not going to, like, we're going to cut the multiplayer, is like, that's just, I don't know why. Why would you want to do that? It's such a big hit. It's so good. And for me, I've played the Last of Us multiplayer for months, right? Even when the game came out on the PS3, I platinumed the story. and I played the multiplayer for like ages. I kept coming back to that multiplayer and this was on the PS3, right? And then when I got a PS4 and I got me The Last of Us Remastered, I played Platinum the single player again. I played the game on Grounded Mode and Grounded Mode Plus, which is the fifth, I think it's the fifth hardest difficulty. It is the hardest difficulty, right? I played that on the PS4. I've got the trophies to prove it too. Okay, I've got the trophies. So I've got, I've played that extensively. And what, and I went on to that multiplayer, right? Something about that multiplayer I kept coming back to that multiplayer. That's how good it was. And it still is that good. If you have not played, you don't know. If you're wondering why people are, like, outraged and, like, all this other extra stuff, it's because the multiplayer was that good. And if you haven't played it, you don't know how good it was. But thankfully, the servers are still up. If you want to know how good it is, you can still play the game now, today. And you can still find you a match today. It's ridiculous. There's a lot of people that are still playing it to this day. So for me, I mean, look, The Last of Us multiplayer was one of my favourites. Like, it had me coming back for months, right? If you don't believe, right, just ask my brother. Okay, after work, I'd come straight home from work, I'd be on that multiplayer. Straight to that multiplayer. Okay, ask my brother. He would walk past my bedroom and I'd be there. I'd be there playing the multiplayer. Like, it's ridiculous. From, like, as soon as I got off work to, like, 11:30, maybe even 12 at night. Like, ridiculous. Like, that's how hooked I was. And I was like that for months. Just ask my brother. He'll tell you all about it. Because he'd come in and say, hey, you're too loud. I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. And I'd be like on my own, whisper. This is ridiculous. I mean, for me, this is ridiculous. I don't see that. I don't think that there's any real need for them to cut the multiplayer. It's great. The only thing that I would like, the one thing that I hated about the multiplayer was the fact that there was a listen mode where you can see through walls. I think that was sort of OP. So in a way, people, in a way you could call that like a superpower. Where you could see through walls. Like, it didn't sort of make sense. It kind of did because it was in the single player, but I don't think that you really needed that feature in the multiplayer because of how good the audio was. The audio for the multiplayer was really good. You could hear people above you sort of walking around, especially if they're running. You can hear people. So it was like, for them to add the listen mode on top, it was like, I don't think you really needed it. So if there was anything that I would want them to change for The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer, it would be to take out the listen mode. But other than that, that's it. Like, everything else was great. The ammo, the 4v4. My favourite game mode was interrogation. I would have loved for them to bring that back. Dude, like, interrogation was my jam. So for them to bring that mode back, oh, bro, it'll be good, like, man. And as well as if I wanted them to add anything, it would be a horde mode. But hey, but look, what am I doing? What is this? They ain't gonna put no multiplayer in the game. This is just me wishful thinking. This is just wishful thinking, man. Disappointed. Why? Why would they cut it? This is ridiculous. The nerve, the cheek, Naughty Dog. The cheek for you fellas to just cut it off. And then to tell, oh, you're right, yeah, oh, yeah, right, so, right, I was looking, okay, at the pre-order thingies, okay, I was looking at that Alley edition. I was looking at that Alley's collector's edition with the statue in that. I was like, okay. I was looking at that price. That price was pretty hefty. It was 350 New Zealand dollars. Okay, we're talking 350 New Zealand dollars. Okay, so I was contemplating. I was like, ooh, maybe, I was like, I was like this. I was, okay, I was rubbing my hands together. I was like, okay, 350. I mean, like, oh, that's a bit, that's pushing it. But I was like, okay. But now, oh hell no. Now that I know that there's no multiplayer, oh, the cheek, the cheek. I'm sorry, dude. Like I ain't paying $350 for a single player game that has no multiplayer. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't do that. Look, I'm not one of those people that boycott. Okay, so don't get it twisted. I will be buying the game day one. Okay, do not get it mixed up. I will be buying the game day one. However, I can't buy that I can't do it. I can't do it now that I know that there's no multiplayer. It's like $350 for a single player game. $350. The most I think I paid for just a single player game might have been, maybe it was God of War. I think it was God of War's collection edition. But then again, I went halvies with my brother, because even with that, I was like, I don't know, it's only a single player, so it's like, but it had a statue and it had all of the stuff, but still I was like, it's got no multiplayer. I'm like, but since I was going halvies with my brother, it was all right. We sort of put our money together, and I think it came to like 240 or 230. But this Ellie edition with the statue and the bag and the and the art thing and the blah blah blah, 350, and it ain't got no multiplayer. I'm sorry, sorry, fam, sorry. Nope, I can't do that. I can't do that. The cheek, the nerve, Naughty Dog, the nerve. They come out with a Ellie's Collection Edition 350. No multiplayer. I'm sorry. Nope. I'm still going to buy the game day one, but I'm not. I was contemplating, but I will not be pre-ordering that Ellie Collection Edition. Nope, sorry. I'm more than happy just to buy the Standard Edition. But even then with the Standard Edition, since it's full price and you're not getting a multiplayer, it's like, it's like, maybe the price should be put down. I'm just, hey, look, that's just my person. Okay, that's my honest opinion. Okay, I'm just saying how I feel. Okay, I'm thinking since there's no multiplayer, maybe that Standard Edition, maybe that price needs to be dropped down. I'm just saying, and that Ellie's Collection Edition, I think that most definitely that price should be put down just because of the fact there's no multiplayer. So I think that price needs to come down. That's just me. These are my honest thoughts. Okay, I'm not, I'm just saying how I feel. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'm not trying to make drama or anything. That's just how I feel at this point in time. So I'll be grabbing me that Standard Edition. Okay, okay, and this is coming from a person that's pre-ordered. I pre-ordered the first game. I think it was the Joel edition, and that came with like a I don't know, what did it come with? It came with like a poster, stickers, a thing, a game case, and all of that. Right, a picture, right, all of that stuff, art book or whatever. Right, I got the Joel edition for the first game. So this game, the fact that I will not be, like, that's a big thing. I got the Joel Special Edition with the first game, so the fact that I'll be just settling with the Standard Edition, it's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how, this is just ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'll be grabbing that Standard Edition. I'm still playing the game, day one, but I'm more than happy to settle with the Standard Edition. If there's no multiplayer, it's like, then the price needs to be put down. That's sort of how I see it. Because because you're paying full price for half of a game, or maybe something like that. That's how I feel. Yeah, at least that's how I feel with The Last of Us, because of how good the multiplayer was. And if you haven't played the multiplayer, go and play it. The servers are still up. People are still playing. You know, if you don't know how good it is, okay, it's great. And I'm thinking of going back and playing some more Last of Us multiplayer, actually, but I haven't got a PlayStation Plus. I just haven't been bothered to go grab me another PlayStation Plus. It's some bullshit, having to pay to play online. That's some bullshit. Okay, that I wouldn't mind signing a petition for, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, this is just my rant. Thanks for watching. I think I'm going to end it here. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. This is some bullshit. The nerve to say that there's no multiplayer, and then have the collection edition 350. Naughty Dog, you fellas are. Hey, this is. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. That's the nerve, the cheek. Oh my goodness. Anyways, that's me. I think I'm done. That's me. I might go play me some Last of Us multiplayer, actually. To be quite honest, I think that might be what I might do. Oh no, that's right. I need a PlayStation Plus. Shit. It looks like I'm gonna have to go buy me another PlayStation Plus. Shit. Bloody hell. Anyways, that's me. I'm done. What do you fellas feel? Thanks for watching. I haven't really uploaded much. Maybe I'll upload another video. I'll see how I feel. I've been pretty busy. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you fellas up in my next video. Peace.